Yeah, block 3, 2, 3.
This film, this whole project was legit a gift from God, man. It literally, it sounds crazy, but it literally started off with me just wanting to make Baby Nick about a boxer for just my reel. I just wanted it for my reel. I just wanted to, just have some type of anger, or have some type of athleticism or something to just throw on my reel.
Nicolas, this is over. Ya no, I'm not gonna be with you anymore because you are cheating on me and I am so tired of it. This is the 5th time and I am done with you, Nicolas. I'm with you.
Get your ass out of here.
¿Quién es Alejandra? I am not going
Get
anywhere.
your ass out of here.
Who is Alejandra?
I don't know.
No, who is Alejandra? Why is she
I
calling
told
your
you I'm
guys?
here
Estoy
when I'm trying to
cansada
get
que
ready
me
for this
estés
fight.
engañando. Yo ya no quiero
I'm
verme
trying
como
to
una
get
boba.
ready for this
I
fight.
do not care
Get
about a
your
fight
ass out of
because
here.
you keep cheating on me and I am done with you. Who is Alejandra?
Let me see that phone. Yvette.
Who is Alejandra?
Yvette, press the home button. Let me see that phone. Press the home button. Look at it. That's your phone, Yvette. That's your phone. That is your phone.
No.
This is my phone. This is why I said we shouldn't get the same damn phone. Get your ass out of here.
I'm so sorry you did say that, pero no te escuché porque I wanted to be twins. Man, I'm just so scared that you're gonna cheat on me again. I'm so sorry, Nicolas. I just don't want you to cheat on me again. You have to understand where I'm coming from. I'm so sorry. You promise you not cheat?
No.
You not cheat, ¿verdad? No more cheating. No more cheating, right?
I ain't cheating.
Escúchame. No more cheating, right?
Like
Did you promise?
the great Russell Reed, he saw something in that little one and a half, clip, and he was like, man, like, yo, we should make this into a whole short film. No, scratch that. We should make this into a whole feature. And when I first heard that, I was like, I'm all about like big dreams and stuff like that. But for a quick second, I was like, okay. I mean, this dude talking about a feature when I got 8 a.m.s.
After looking back on it, I don't know why, but I just had this feeling that, just like thinking about it, and I was just looking at this character and I was like, I feel like this character has a lot more going on with him. I feel like we can stretch this character out and stretch this story out. And then Colin's reaction was just like, really? Are you sure? Like bro, we just wanted to do this for a quick little thing to put on my reel. And I was like, yeah, man, I don't know. I just been thinking about it. And I feel like God placed it on my heart, And then from there, we just started building the story. It kind of just took off with ideas that we all kind of came up with. And, it was just like, yo, what if this happened? What if this happened? Yo, this would be crazy if this happened. And that turned into what now is a more in-depth story and in-depth version of the character Baby Nick.
He is faced with big time adversity from the sudden passing of his little girl, his daughter, Amani, who he had a big relationship with. Amani played by Soleil Patterson. She's amazing, man. The girl's good, for real.
Oh, like attracted me to the script? Probably me and my dad. Like when I see that relationship, kind of just reminds me of, that just the fun daughter-daddy kind of relationship. Him teaching her and them also having fun at the same time. It was just, I really like that part of the script, definitely.
Amani is Baby Nick's life. Baby Nick is alone, raising this young girl, and he's trying to give her the world and give her the best that he can give her. Baby Nick is lost without Amani. The environment that I could have been in would have took me astray, would have took me, someplace that I shouldn't have been. But luckily having Amani at such a young age, it made me realize, okay, what's important.
Man, from the top of the scene, the father-daughter relationship was just amazing right there. The relationship just between them two was just immaculate. Like, you could feel the sun rays and you just felt good about the whole situation. And then it takes you on this high roller coaster. You see these cars pull up and shoot, and she ends up laying there coughing up blood. The way she conveyed it so well, you know, and not all that wasn't even heard, but to be there and actually see it and hear it, that put you in a different place. And April had to walk away.
Well, so this is the thing. I've been gifted with a very talented daughter. She can pull you into a scene so deeply that, which is really crazy because when you see it on camera, I mean, when you see it as a film, obviously you're drawn in, but even you wouldn't expect that when you're in the middle of, you know, with all the cameras around and the boom mic, you know it's not real.
Huh? What hurts? No, 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 no! Amani, stay up. Amani, talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Amani!
And I like fully, like, it's really amazing to watch her work, but it's just watching her just spit out that blood and choke. I was like, it's too much. I can't take this. I gotta walk away. So it was very, she did her job.
Bro, the way she plays dead, like, I be watching movies and I see dead people and I see them twitch a little bit. Like, she was really dying in the scene. I was like, yo, like, are you okay?
It was a heavy thought, a heavy feeling too, because I know I wasn't going to die, but just the fact that it's like, today is the day I'm dying. This is scary because, you know, this actually happens, and I'm showing what could happen to people, or what happens to a lot of people. I'm into this world, Daddy's little girl. Daddy made a soldier out of me. Daddy held my hand, Daddy made me dance. Daddy liked his whiskey with his tea. With his gun, with his head held high, he told me not to cry. Oh, my daddy said Jude. Oh, my daddy said Jude. With his right hand on his rifle, he swore it on the Bible. Oh, my daddy said Jude. Oh, my daddy said Jude.
From the top, go ahead.
Yeah.
Action.
Came into this world.
What are you doing that for, boy?
What you talking about?
Sitting there hanging your head low, like you've been defeated.
And then you have Canoe, and the way we structured his character, you know, is very unique as well. He's an individual that grew up in his hood as well. And at the age of 6, his parents was taken from him from a home invasion. You know, they broke into the house trying to take stuff, and, you know, they got caught up in the mix and, you know, eventually wound up getting killed. And from that day forward, you know, Aunt Bridge comes in and she takes in the responsibility of raising him and taking him under his wing, you know.
I am Canoe's aunt. She struggles. I struggle with lupus. And just living this, and I think in the moment that the film picks up, I'm just having a really bad flare-up. I know that lupus can go and, you know, it can affect you more times, at more times than others.
Basically, he wasn't in the best part of town. He grew up not in the best part of town, so there was a lot of break-ins. His past is troubled. He actually, his parents were killed in a home invasion. So that just gives you the nature of his environment that he grew up in. He's not very a charismatic person. Because of that, you know, he doesn't trust too many people. He doesn't talk that much. So he grew up in these harsh conditions, which made him into the fighter that he is. And he didn't choose to be a fighter until he got out of jail, and he had to do something different with his life. Being that his parents were killed, he had to go live with his aunt. And from there, she instilled in him certain things, such as a belief system and spirituality. But that can only go so far until he has to find it for himself.
You know, Canoe had to grow up making choices based off of what he felt was right. So, you know, he grew up in the hood. He sees the people around him making decisions, you know, to better themselves and what is the best decision for them, which is like slanging dope, you know, selling, because they have to make money. You have to make ends meet, and you live in that poverty area. You live in that struggle, and you try to find any way to just, you know, make things better.
My favorite scene in the whole short film, the D-boy scene. The D-boy scene it spoke levels, man.
With the doing shit.
Yeah, it's on Bridge, bro.
Need some money? Then we got some extra weight this month.
And it was beauty, you know, somebody who went through what he went through, you know, Canoe going through what he went through, and you know, finding that place to be like, no, I want peace. I want peace for me and what I'm trying to do. I don't need you messing with that.
You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You're better than this. You're bigger than this. And I helped him understand that it was more important for him to have a good character and know that he was above all that than to just give in to the pressures and make it easy. That's easy. You don't need to do things that are easy. You need to do things that are right. I think that it's just like with, you know, my real children. You do these things and you provide them with this foundation. And of course, they're not really listening, but it's seeping into their soul and their spirit and who they are and their character. And without realizing it, it's becoming who they are. And I think when the moments come up that test their character, that's when those things play out. That's when, you know, all the things and all the foundation that you gave them really is a test to who they are. You know,
No, I'm good.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
So why am I gonna be the liability that brings everything down? You know, so I have to make that decision on to say, no, I'm gonna fight for her and me. And I'm gonna show her that, I'm gonna be that example for her. That even though, you know, she can't physically fight and get up and move how she wants to, I will do it for her.
I think it's very important to, you know, show a story like this because there is a lot of violence in the world today, and a lot of people don't realize it because, you know, they have the privilege. I have the privilege, so I don't experience stuff like that. But when you really think about it, it's like, and you realize you could be hurting someone else and not even realizing it. That's just, it's an ongoing cycle. Over and over and over again. You hurt someone, they hurt someone else, and then it becomes even a bigger problem. It's just really sad.
Both of them are just completely products of their environment. And it takes you taking a step back, seeing that and understanding like, yo, wait, I can't even really want Baby to win over Canoe. I can't want Canoe to win over Baby. I really can't choose which fighter I want to see come out victorious. Because you just can't root against somebody at the end of the day who's gone through so much and who's lost so much and who's have to deal with so much. You know, you kind of want to actually help them. You would want to help them rather than root against them. And that's like the big question that I want to viscerally get into the minds of people, you know, when we, you know, eventually make the full film.
It touches on so many conflicting things, you know, especially in this day and age when mental health is a big issue, especially when coping with things is an issue as well. And it's so important to watch because you get to release that. You know, that's the job of the actor and the director, you know, and everybody on that film set is to tell the story and to have you release something. And Russell does a great job of capturing that essence, capturing those close-ups and the subtle looks.
Yeah, I definitely think people will enjoy this film. Just me filming those parts, those little parts I'm in, it was so fun. So if that was fun and it was also very powerful, I can just imagine the whole film in its entirety. I just think it's gonna be amazing because it has so many messages in there.
I want to thank everybody on the project that was a part of it. Shout out to Ron, the mic man, great guy. I call him a superhero because he was catching things that weren't seen, you know, and holding the mic up at the same time. I don't think it left his hand, to be honest. Like even when he went to the bathroom, he hit the door, but he still went in there with it.
I want to give a big shout out to the owner of the home in the short film, Mary Jane, man. She opened her arms in and let us in like it was nothing. She was literally a gift from God, man. With the story that we had and how we wanted to tell it, you know, going to somebody to try and, you know, film at their house we thought was not going to happen. You know, we thought it was a little bit far-fetched that they're like, nobody's gonna let a story like that just happen all up in their house. Knocked on the door and Mary Jane opened her arms in and was like, yo, y'all can come in, start giving us a tour of the house, backyard. It was like, yeah, y'all use whatever y'all need. I'll just be in the back with my dog, just, you know, chilling. And we were like, man, that's a gift from God. So a big shout out to Mary Jane, man. She really helped us.
I want to thank Soleil's singing skills. Definitely got teared up a little bit on set, you know.
It's really a blessing how God brought us all together, and you know, it's really a blessing how everybody is, you know, helping us out and showing love.
Shout out to, we had 5 guys on set. April came through with that. She had 5 guys. 5 guys is good, bro. 5 guys is expensive, bro.
A big shout out to, you know, my fellas at the police station, man. They're, you know, same thing. They let us in with open arms, man.
What else? Shout out to Ron again, man. Ron is just genius with it. I ain't gonna lie. I am not gonna lie.
I want to give a big shout out to Russ, man. Without Russ, man, we are basically having this feature film idea because of Russ. Russ saw something and was like, yo, we need to make this a feature.
I think Russell was a gift from God. just from the conversations that we had, he is such a blessing. His heart, his vision, and his passion, his drive.
And Russ was amazing, man. On set, man, he has an eye for you know, little things, anything little that you won't pick up on. He probably saw it already 3 days ago. I was like, oh yeah, I already had that shot in mind. I wrote it down. Like, what?
Shout out to Russ with the camera angles, you know. I think I got a couple muscle action in there.
To meet the people that not only know that they have something good in them, but just working really hard to show the world, it's just, I mean, it like jams my toast.
I really don't even know why this dude's still in school.
That was a cheesy mom joke. I love toast and jam, so you know.
Shout out to me for shaving my head. You know, I didn't want to do it, but I wanted to commit to the character.
It's funny, me and X will always be imitating Russ whenever we go eating. There's Russ. Cut. Okay. All right, action.
What I really loved about Russell was that his heart for God.
Cut. Move that chair. Action.
We've been on so many sets, and we've never held hands together at the end of a conclusion of shooting and prayed over the project. Man, I was trying not to cry then, because you know I like to cry.
I definitely feel, you know, April's pain. You know, she may be a little bit of a crybaby, but you know, but no.
Cut. What I want you to do is.
Shout out to 281 Neat. He wrote a song for the film. I can't wait for you guys to hear that. Shout out to College for being College.
All right, action. You know what I'm saying? But that's Russ, man. We love Russ. That's Russ, man. Me and X always we clowning him, man.
I want to thank God for the vision. Definitely bringing that to us and bringing us all together to create it.
You know, you have to keep going, you know. And you hear it inside the short film, Life's a Marathon, you know what I mean? So you gotta finish the race. You gotta finish the race. So no matter what, no matter how bad things get, you have to finish that race.
I really just want people to understand that you can come out of any situation stronger. You can beat the odds. You can fight for, you know, whatever it is that you're going through. Being a victim of your environment or being a victim of your situation is a choice. We see with these characters, like, wow, they don't have a lot of choices. But the beauty of it is like they do. And that's what I want to bring out people that feel like they don't have an option. There's always an option, you know. You just gotta have to think deeper, think bigger. And just know that God got you at all times, man. Like, you're gonna be straight, you're gonna be fine. And that's something that's said a lot, but when you really think about it, it's something that is extremely powerful if you can really understand it.
And it's very important because a lot of people struggle with losses or just things in the world today. I just really can't wait to see it. I just think it's going to be awesome. I think everyone should watch it.
I know this film will definitely touch some lives. There was purpose behind it. It was driven by a bunch of very talented young men, with God behind them, driving them. And you know, when God's behind anything, it's serving its purpose. It can't go wrong.
I want them to look for themselves in it, themselves in these fighters, because everybody's fighting for something. You know, you can call a fight a goal. You know what I mean? You got to go through different trainings to get there. Even when you get a new job, they train you for it. You know, and you learn certain things along the way. You fail, you don't do it perfectly all the way through. And if you have done, you are soon going to fail. So look for yourself in these fighters and find where you would make that transition. You know, ask yourself, hey, how would I react in this situation? And how can I attach this to a real life concept that I'm going through right now?
Go get what you want to get accomplished, you know, pursue your dreams, and love what you do, and love God while doing it, and Baby Nick will show that, man, like I can really do what I want to do, whatever it is.
You're gonna come out with a whole new insight as to the feeling of how to deal with loss, I would say. How to deal with certain emotions, how to transfer one emotion out, being anger, sadness, or love, into another one. You know, you have to release those things, or like I said, it's gonna be bottled up.
If I've learned anything from being an actress, is that we're so complicated as humans. A lot of times we like to make it so black and white. This is right, this is wrong, and there are obviously very right and wrong things, but I think there's more gray. You know, there's a lot of gray that we don't consider. And I think when you put yourself in someone else's shoes where you would never, outside of being an actor, be, you understand those gray areas so much more. You have so much more compassion, so much more love, so much more understanding for other people's situations.